what would you say the city should be doing towards its homeless population, or what more should it be doing? Some say it's the county's problem. They have the mental health funding and so forth. Let them deal with it. Are you satisfied with that response?
No, not at all. I think that city-county conflicts and shared jurisdictions, overlapping jurisdictions, are a huge problem. And the homelessness is one of the ways that it shows itself. Most of these facilities are run by people in Eureka. Maybe they live in Eureka, or the county health department and welfare department are providing for these people, and I feel that Eureka needs to put its foot down about enforcement of substandard units. I think that instead of waiting for complaint-generated enforcement, that Eureka needs to get out there and look at the buildings that are being rented to people and put a stop to renting dangerous, scuzzy is my favorite word when it comes to low-cost rentals, unhealthful, crowded, whatever, units. It should put its feet down, put the law down about every American is entitled to a decent place to live. And we should really get serious about that. Instead, people just say, oh, well, they're so happy just to have a place to live. Well, maybe they are. But that doesn't excuse us from making it decent.
As far as the medical marijuana dispensary ordinance that Eureka City Council just passed, it seems like it's going to be more liberal than the Arcata one, as far as the number of dispensaries is involved, certainly. Do you think that was the right move for the council? And what do you think the long-term economic, cultural impacts of that are going to be?
My feeling on the marijuana ordinance is that everybody is again jumping for a way to make revenue off people. And I am so tired of people making money off the homeless, the citizens who shop in little stores, and now the marijuana growers. I'm sure there's some big-time producers who probably, should contribute a little bit more to the county. But I would prefer to see marijuana decriminalized, period.
The cost of elections in Eureka seems to keep going up over the last few cycles. The council did approve a campaign contribution limitation ordinance, loosely based on the one that Arcata's had by voter initiative for almost 20 years now, a $500, in Eureka's case, a cap on individual donations. Some candidates this year have said they would voluntarily implement that, since the law doesn't actually go into effect until 2011. Is that the sort of pledge you would take?
I don't think I have any choice. I'm not going to be anywhere near where the campaign limits are unless somebody just starts sending me a lot of money. I am dedicated to doing a no money campaign. I've got some volunteers who've been calling and wanted to help me with it. And I have the internet, which is the great equalizer in our society right now. And that's how I'm going to deal with it. I'm running, and I don't have money to spend. So, if I get a bunch of donations, for sure, I'll adopt a legal cap.
And others wanted to see a true ward system implemented in Eureka, where only the voters in each ward would elect their own council members. Is that the sort of reform you're interested in?
Well, I think having a ward system doesn't make sense unless it works that way. I think having a ward and then having to get the whole city to vote for you completely defeats the purpose. Your neighborhood is outnumbered by everybody else. So what's the point?
Lastly, as far as the increased police training to deal with folks who have mental health issues, do you think that's been a big change for Eureka?
Well, I think it is a good idea. I think that we need to think about what kind of medical help these people with mental problems are getting. I think that's an even bigger problem, because I live in West Eureka, and there are people there who are there because of injuries, pain inflicted by injuries. And they have been put on so much medication that they start to look like they're on drugs. And they really are on drugs. We have so much that we could do to make Eureka really a great place. And so my main message is to give us pride in what we have and build on it.
Thanks for coming in.